Donkey Jaw Projects.
What's up, everybody? This is Marshall of DonkeyJawProjects.com, and today I am going to be answering a question from Trent99. In a recent video, he asked the question, talk about being an all-out Christian in an anti-Christian culture, especially in the art scene. This is a really good question, a really interesting question, one that I haven't really talked about on my videos too much. I think I might have addressed some of this kind of thing in my podcasts before a long time ago in the Escape Artist podcast. It's one that I think about a lot, and is, it's all wrapped up in how I approach what I do here on YouTube and everywhere. And basically, I create art. I love being part of the art community. I love creating comics. I love creating music, and my faith is integrated all up in all in that and everything. But for the majority, most people who I would say is in my audience, or in the community, most of them that I know of don't share my faith necessarily. They have all different kinds of either faiths or philosophies. There's definitely people who are strongly, atheist even, so they don't even believe in God and things like that. And one thing about this question is that, it presupposes that we live in an anti-Christian culture, which I understand the tendency to feel that way, especially since in the Bible, which those who are Christians, that's the basis of what we believe. Jesus Christ even said, that in the world there will be, trials and tribulations, and that we will be persecuted if we stand up for truth and if we stand up for, Jesus and represent him. Just like he was, persecuted and even crucified, it's possible that we could even, share in that, and that we're not to shy away from representing him, even if that does happen. So I think because of that, that kind of thing that is in the Bible, we tend to think that that is definitely going to be our reality. But, when it comes down to it, in the culture of America today, and, within the past, I don't know, a couple hundred years, I guess, we have experienced an unprecedented time of actually not having that be as much a factor. That's much different than it has been in different cultures throughout the years. And Jesus was speaking within a culture that was obviously pretty anti-Christ, since they killed him. So there's that, but there is still this aspect of anti-Christian culture for sure, and it's always there, it's ever present. It's definitely a part of our culture, and sometimes it seems to be getting even stronger, sometimes. And I see that kind of thing in the world. I see people having struggles with that. But when it comes to me personally, I don't have too much trouble with that. I believe we're supposed to represent Jesus Christ as believers, and that we should be bold and not afraid to talk about what we believe. And I do, I feel free to. I mean, I live in America. We have, free speech, and that's an awesome thing. And I feel absolutely grateful that I live in a country where I don't have to, hold church somewhere in like a basement of a house and worry about being killed because of my faith. Not yet, at least. Hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon. I mean, but if it does, I'm going to have to be bold in that way. But that being said, um, you know, it is a concern for me as far as the art community and the comics community because even more than in just general culture, um, it seems like the art community does not share my faith a lot of times. More often than not, I see a lot of atheists and people who, um, claim kind of science over a faith in God type of thing. And so, they're free to have that feeling too. But one thing that's interesting is I've had plenty of friends who are atheists, and I still do have plenty of friends who are atheists, and they they are friends with me. They like me. They know I'm a Christian, and they don't. I have friends who have never liked any Christians and stay away from them, but they are friends with me, because I'm not a jerk about it. That's really the key. You know, yeah, I'm a believer, and I'm happy to represent Jesus, but a lot of people do a lot of say a lot of things that it's almost like they're looking for a fight. So as long as you're fair to people and you're friendly and you are nice to people, you might not run into it. I mean, the more popular I get, if I do get to a point where I'm getting more popular, I'm sure more people, I'll see more of that. But for the most part, it hasn't been an issue. I am genuine with people and authentic with people, and people respect that, and they reciprocate in the same way. If you're that way. So just be a good person, be nice, be friendly, be genuine, be authentic, and you'll be surprised how few times you run into, a situation that is, a rough situation. That being said, I do believe that it's very possible I could come in contact with that kind of thing. So, but I'm also actively looking for friends who are Christians who are in the art community and comic community, because it is nice to have that encouragement and kinship. So that's kind of my thoughts. I really appreciate the question. Thank you, man, Trinity99, for that. And if you guys like this kind of content and want to see more, please subscribe, please comment and like, and I will talk to you on the next video. Peace out.